It's Monday night, 7 o'clock. It's time for Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries out of Lynn. If you're looking for a new job or maybe just a change of avocation or something, go see our friends up at Astro Industries. I'm Jerry Middleton. With me tonight is Rick Fletcher. And Rick, I wanted to tell you right now, I have got a cold and everything is like echoing in my head, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to be a trooper and I'm going to work through it.
Well, you know, us old guys, we understand the pain and the suffering that goes with this sometimes. And as a matter of fact, I was talking with Josh Singleton. He's our executive producer tonight about some of the mishaps we've had over the years and the physical mishaps that can happen when you're trying to walk around the bleachers, Jerry. But hey, welcome. I commend you for plowing through. I'm guessing you're day to day at this point. Is that true?
I'm just trying to show these kids that don't be soft, push on.
Well, I'm going to check the injury list when I get out of here to see if you're on it. But on we go. We got a lot to go. I mean, we're almost between seasons at this point.
Yeah, pretty close.
A little bit of spring in the air, hopefully this week.
And there's spring in the air. And if there's spring in the air, there's two things that should be happening. Softball and baseball should be outside. I don't care if they're still in the field.
Yeah.
You got to be out there.
Yeah, you can clean your cleats off later.
That's right.
So we're going to have the ladies softball coaches. All three of them are going to be here. We're going to talk softball. And they're going to tell us how they're going to win that sectional. So we'll look forward to that and talk a little bit about the team. And a lot of young talent on that team last year, Jerry. A lot of freshmen played a lot of key roles.
Yes.
And so they're moving up. So looking forward to that. Got some good players there. And so we'll look forward to that. Since we weren't on last week, but girls basketball season is a wrap.
Yep, it is over.
And so we'll talk about that, kind of go over the season. Plus, we're going to play a tribute to the seniors. We like to honor our seniors around here, and so we're going to do that. 24-2 for that team, not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Wrestling also wrapped. The state finals were at Indianapolis this weekend, and we did have a wrestler there, a very accomplished wrestler there, so we're going to have a segment to wrap up wrestling. Really good performance by that team this year, Jerry. I mean, they're Tri-Eastern Conference champions for the first time in 40 years, and so hopefully good things for that program as we go ahead. And, of course, boys basketball, the sectional draw was last night. So we'll get into that a little bit, and the guys having a great season.
Oh, they're having a great season, and that sectional is paired just like everybody had hoped it would be.
Well, and you and I talked off the air. I'm wondering, is that done on purpose? I'm a big fan, as we've discussed before. I like seeding. There should be a way you can seed this. You don't want, if there's a couple teams that, talent-wise are better than the other teams, you probably want to put them on opposite ends of the bracket. Yeah. But I have no sway in how they do this, so that's not going to mean anything. But we'll talk about the sectional. Again, Jerry, we're going to live stream every game.
Yep.
Starting on Tuesday night, March 4th. We'll be down there in Hagerstown, and we'll do all the games. And we'll do all the things that we always do. We'll have our Subway players of the game, and doesn't matter how good Northeastern is, we'll go right to the end Saturday night championship. You will be on the call on every game with Don Beatty.
Yep.
And I almost called him Don Baker again. You got me going on that. I don't know where I'm going. We have a lot of bakers around here.
Yes, we do.
A lot of bakers.
And candlestick makers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so that's what's on tap tonight. The first thing we ought to do is really let's celebrate the girls' basketball team, 24-2. I think you and I talked about that best overall record for girls' basketball.
That's the most wins in a single season, and also the fewest losses in a single season.
They had a great year. They were Tri-Eastern Conference champions for the first time in, I don't know how many years it was. It was a few years.
Yeah, it's been a few.
And So they won the sectional, two-time defending champion. Unfortunately, they went down to the regional, and I'll say this, a bad first half did them in.
Yeah.
And against good teams, you got to be on the whole game.
Yeah.
And Heritage Christian was a good team. Don't let their record deceive you, because they play a tough schedule.
Well, they went all the way to the championship game of
Yeah.
the Semi-State.
Yeah, yes,
So-
they did. And as a matter of fact, if we reminisce a little bit, if you remember that tournament that we had here, out of the 8 teams that were here, 4 won sectionals, and I think 3 actually won their regional games
Yes.
and went to semi-state. And so it tells you about the quality of the teams that we're bringing in here for this
Yeah,
tournament.
Cathedral went to the championship game. Lafayette Central Catholic is in the state finals.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they won their
So, I mean,
semi-state.
yeah, there's teams.
Yeah, and Brownstown Central played Heritage,
Yeah.
got beat, but good season for them. So just shows you the quality of the tournament that was here. And I don't know if they're planning on doing it next year, but if they are, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's all about the money sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's a fundraiser for them. They want to make money, and there's always somebody out there worried about, are we going to bring in enough money? But I think they were in the positive this year. You could probably tell me that.
Yeah, I mean, it was positive. It's not as positive as anybody wanted,
Yeah,
but it was positive.
You always want more, right?
Yeah.
You always want more. So the girls had a great season. They really ought to be celebrated, Jerry, led by their 3 seniors.
Yeah.
Ava, Mike, and we're going to miss every one of them. Ava, Mike, Sell, Cammie, Angie, and Ariel Schuler. Seems like not that long, because Ava's been a starter since a freshman, and we've probably live streamed every one of her home games.
Yeah,
And plus
probably, yeah.
a lot her sectional games and some away games. And so this is like the first generation that we've gone through a whole 4-year of live streaming games. And so they're going to miss these girls. I put together a little tribute video for them. We like to honor our seniors. So Josh, let's go ahead and watch that. We'll come back and we'll break it down when we get back.
At guard, number 4, Ava Mikesell. At guard, extended family, my personal trainer, Jerry Coleman, my coaches, my teammates, and friends on their unwavering encouragement and support throughout the year. Guard, number 20, Ariel Schuler. Class officer. Special thanks. I'd like to thank my coaches and teammates for pushing me to my best and make me the last 4 years memorable. I would like to also thank my parents for being my biggest supporters. Number 33, Cammie Angie. Special thanks all my coaches I've had and my family for always supporting me and putting up with me.
Ball into Angie, right-hander up, off the backboard and in.
A lot of action here early. We're 2 minutes in.
Mikes will back out to the point. Schuler back to Mikesell. Mikesell from 3. Boom, baby! Mikesell. Rebound comes off to Johnson. There's a nice pass. Lead up to Schuler for 2.
What? That was great ball movement
Oh,
down.
my. Line kicks it over to Schuler. Schuler from 3. Boom, baby! Schuler.
Ariel Schuler.
Try to lower that height level down. Into Cammie Angie, left-handed hook shot, good.
What a move by Cammie, going right to the left. Knew that pass was going to Ava right there.
There's a
block.
big block. That's a swat, Rick. A swat right there. Schuler with it, gets over to Mike. So Mike's one to Angie, one hop up and in.
Yeah, good ball movement by Knights. Now this lineup
3.
for the
Off the front of the rim, no good. Angie rebound, puts it back up and in, and fouled. Made the spread. Was in that last minute. Here it goes again.
Yeah.
High off the glass by Mike. Kircher almost walked. There's a 3-point. Boom, baby, Mikesell.
There we go. Mike Sell's going to dribble. She puts it up for
That's
Angie.
a great post feed.
This by Johnson. Loses her dribble into Cami Angie, puts it up and in.
What great vision by Kenzie.
Schuler from 3. Boom, baby!
Ariel Schuler doing what we've seen.
Inbounds, kicks it back out to Schuler. Boom, baby!
Nice
3 or 4
time.
inches back. There's Schuler again from her favorite spot. Boom, baby!
2 in a row.
Got to shoot a 3-point shot. Kircher drives in, kicks it over to Schuler from 3. Boom, baby!
She's going to kick it back out to Ava with a 3. Knocks it down.
A better point guard on your team.
There's a 3. Knocks it down. Mike Sell with a
There it
3.
is. Some offense while they have this lead.
Yeah, there's a 3 by Schuler, like she's done all year.
There's a 3 from Schuler. Boom, baby!
Well, the Knights are off the snide. Angie's going to the
Good take to the
basket.
basket.
Good. And it rolls in.
Person.
Yeah.
Cami Angie, little setter step goes in. She gets fouled and count it.
Yeah, good move. She was like.
Schuler back to Mikesel from 3. Boom, baby! 3 points. There's another 3. Boom, baby! 3 threes. You got that's the hat trick. And off the backboard, off the front of the rim, Schuler says, I want to shoot for 3. Boom, baby!
There you go, Ariel.
Footer, no good. Rebound comes off to Cam Angie, tries a backwards reverse layup, and 2 points. Knights ahead.
Now, that
Inside
was
here. There's Schuler with it, and that's up. Boom, baby!
Hey, good news there if you're a Knights
Yeah.
fan to see Ariel Schuler.
Mike's will step back 3. Boom, baby! That's her shot. We've seen her shoot a bunch, so there's the 3-point shot. Boom, baby! Mike's all come out and do. Knights back to starting lineup. Angie tries to reverse and nails it. A big basket last night was like a 9 of 10 from the line. There's a great drive by Mikesel.
3-2.
Schuler from 3. Boom, baby! And up to Cami Angie, off the glass, and 1.
Well, welcome back to Knightline Live. And you know the other thing, Rick, we talk about live streaming these games. Olivet Nazarene University used to watch their games all the time.
Well, it's a good recruiting tool.
That's a
isn't
great
it?
recruiting tool.
Yeah, so that's where Ava's going,
Mhm.
and I know Cammie's going somewhere. I can't remember.
Danville.
Danville, that's right. So congratulations to all 3 of them. Really good career, a lot of wins, 2 sectional titles, and a very good foundation for the future for that team. A lot coming back next year, Jerry. You got Addie Kircher's going to be a senior. You got the 2 sophomores, Kenzie Johnson and
Carrie Gammon.
Carrie Gammon are going to be. Every year you get older, hopefully you're looking for another step up.
Yeah.
Another step up. And look at some of the sophomores that played JV, Amaya Davis, among others that will step into some varsity roles. And some of the freshmen from this year, who knows, all right? But I think what you look for is you look for progression in the talent. And, if you're a girl and you want to get some playing time, this goes for any athlete, really. You got to work on improving your game, okay? And that's what's going to get you playing time.
Yeah.
And so, but I think they got a good base of players to come back. They'll be competitive again in that sectional. You'll probably see other teams improve, you would think. And I've been told, I don't know a lot about the 8th graders coming up, but I've been told there's that
Yes.
maybe 1 or 2 could potentially
Yeah.
even have an impact on varsity. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll
Okay?
see.
We'll see how that works. But, congratulations to the Lady Knights, 24-2, not bad. And next year, let's predict it right now, you're going to bust down that regional door here.
Well, we hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
We got to
we
get
hope,
to
we
a
hope.
closer place. Send us an hour and a half
Oh.
away. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Got to be closer here.
Yeah, the Knights Broadcasting Network doesn't have a huge travel budget.
We don't. And we bring a team.
We bring a team, a
we-
whole crew.
Yeah, we brought our whole crew there, but So we'll see. A very good year. They don't like how it ended.
Nope.
They had their chances, but you know what? They look back with some fond memories, and congratulations.
Well, I think that's a wrap for girls basketball.
It is.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the girls softball coaches, and you're watching Knightline Live. At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
We would love to invite you to LifeSpring Students, our youth group at LifeSpring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. We have basketball, dodgeball, gaga ball, and other activities for you to enjoy. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. After small group, students are invited to hang out until 9 p.m. when we close. LifeSpring Students is a great way to get to know God and meet some new friends. It is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and we would love to invite you. Find out more at lifespring.tv/students.
KOA Exit 151A, registration and the general store. It's a family-owned campground with pull-through parking for RVs or travel trailers with full hookups. Rent a cabin. Relax at one of the fire pits or picnic by the pond. A playground for the kids, or get in around the golf before dinner. Take a water-soaking hayride, lay out by the pool, and then take a dip.
Being aligned with the Better Homes and Gardens brand brings with it a unique approach to identifying, marketing, and servicing distinctive homes. We know that your experience while buying and selling your home is as important as the homes being bought and sold. That's why our affiliated agents are passionate about personalizing every part of your real estate experience to ensure that every moment is distinctive.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and we've got coaches galore for girls softball tonight. You name it, we've got it. We even have a future coach with us so far.
Yep.
So we're getting there.
Yeah.
And we'll get into who's all here, but I want to get into this first. And I hear that this baby is due around sectional time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whose timing was that?
Okay. Is that what we're
Yeah.
talking about? See, I always have to be careful. In this day and age, you got to be careful what you say, all right? And I
Yeah.
didn't say anything, but congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
All right.
great.
It's a girl.
All right, it's
Oh,
a girl. All right.
Oh,
all
future
right.
softballer right there.
Yeah, can she
Yeah.
throw a curveball yet? Come on, we want to know.
I'm trying. Got a trainer.
Well, amidst our coaching the coaches, Jerry,
Yeah.
we've got Tara Williams, Emmy Pugh, and Savannah Abner. They're all from local places. We'll get into that a little bit. And they're all coaching this year's softball team. So, hey, spring training has started,
Yes, it has.
okay? And it was warmer today. We're supposed to get some warm weather after a cold and dreary winter. And I bet you guys are anxious. Tell me, are you, Terry, ready to get out there? Or-
Oh yeah. More than anything, you can only do so much in the gym.
All right.
So
So tell us, so what have you guys been doing to prepare for the season?
we've gotten a lot of new people coming in, so doing a lot of team bonding
Right, okay.
and practice, getting them mixed up and working with new people. We've done a lot of hitting in the cages and fundamentals on defense, so that's about all we can do right now.
Yeah, softball's
Some conditioning.
Softball's a lot like baseball. Fundamentals is what does it,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And if a team falters, it's usually a fundamental.
Mhm.
Something that's very basic to the game.
Yeah.
So you say you got a lot of newcomers. How many incoming freshmen have you counted so far? And I understand that's a fluid number. It can be.
About 6, right?
I'd say at least
At least 6.
Yeah. So that you got a lot of numbers this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of numbers are you looking at?
I'd say probably like 18, 19-ish.
Okay. That's a
Yeah.
big squad.
Yes.
Do we have enough uniforms?
Barely.
So with that, I know we're struggling with numbers a little bit around. Out of 19 players, you want them playing somewhere.
Yeah.
Any chance of a JV squad, maybe trying to pick up some games like that? Or are you looking, or how's that work?
Maybe. It's easiest when we get them right after the varsity games, so
Yeah.
we can have some of the varsity step down, the younger ones to play with them. But I don't know. It depends on what other schools have
Yeah.
going on too. So
Yeah, we talked a little off air, and you said some schools are struggling with the numbers and that type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
All right, Emmy, I'll go ahead, Jerry. You had a
Oh,
question.
no.
Uh,
But anyway, so just real quick here, your assistant coaches, I think we have one that's new, right?
Are you?
No, they're both
Oh,
returning.
both
with me, yep.
returning?
Yep.
All right. See, that shows you how much I looked in the dugout. So they're just behind the mic, calling it what it is. What did that coach make that move for? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, I'll talk about a little bit. Last year was our first year broadcasting softball. All right, it was an experiment mostly because it's harder because of cameras and how just baseball and softball. But our hope is we're going to do it again. Let me ask you: is that helpful? Do you like that? Tell me, good, bad. We're big guys here. We can take the heat. So
We like it just so we can go back and watch the mistakes and tell them what they did wrong.
yeah, okay.
So
It's a good
that's
coaching.
why I like it.
It's a good coaching tool. Right?
Yes.
All
yes.
right. Plus, it's fun. Get the girls on.
It is.
They probably like that.
They liked it. Yeah, they like it a lot.
All right, Emmy, you're a local girl, right? So
am.
tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from, and how you ended up here.
I graduated from Lincoln 2019.
Okay.
Then I went on to play softball at Bethel University.
Okay.
Then I graduated, and me and Tara have always been close. We
Yeah.
played travel ball since we were like 10.
Okay.
And
So
she
you're
asked me-
you're a Lincoln Eagle.
I am.
So I have to tell you, I live on Delaware Street. All
Oh,
right,
nice.
I could walk to the high school. So just a little side note that doesn't matter to anybody. Okay? So how long have you been coaching? So you graduated probably what, 23,
Yeah.
something like that? So you're out of college for a
yeah.
couple of years, and
I started coaching right as soon as I graduated, just
Okay.
like 10U little girls.
okay.
And
A
then
lot
I
of travel softball
Yeah.
around. I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And then
So,
Tara asked me, and I've always wanted to coach high school, so.
yeah. Let me ask you with all, and I'll ask you, Emmy, with all the travel softball, does that what is the goal of a travel softball? For the individual to get better, and then you come back to your school team to make your schools? What's the whole philosophy there?
I feel like travel ball nowadays is looking to the next level. Like it's
Okay.
all about recruiting, going to college.
Okay.
Which they do get better for high school ball, but I feel
Yeah.
like majority of it is just them going to college.
Trying to get looked at,
Yep.
right? Trying to make themselves known.
Mhm.
All right, well, there you go. And they start them young, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, what's the youngest they start travel nowadays?
8,
Like
right?
8U.
8U?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
8U.
yeah, there you go. I mean, it's a big business, I know that. There's a lot of money involved, just like baseball, just like volleyball, just like everything else.
Public service announcement right here. Don't put your eggs into a athletic scholarship. Put it into an academic
There
scholarship.
you go.
There.
That
Because
is-
that's where the money is.
Yep.
And you guys played college ball, is that true? Is
Very
that what
true.
Jerry just said?
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of good softball players out there, and there's only so many spots. All right, Savannah, tell us your background and how you ended up here, and you got a story. We want to hear.
I graduated from National Trail
All right, right
in
across-
2019, so on the Ohio side
Okay.
of things. I coached at Trail after I graduated some, and then I grew up playing with Tara and playing with Emmy some, but growing up with Tara, we played since literally
Little kids,
forever.
right?
Yeah,
T-ball.
so T-ball, so just she asked me to be part of it with her, and I was excited.
So, all right. So, give me what's the biggest challenge coaching high school girls?
High school girl, the attitudes,
Oh,
the
remember,
mental game.
Their parents are watching.
Oh,
right
I know.
now.
They
That's
know
just
too.
second. That's number 2 is the parents.
Yeah, that's the one. No,
Well-
they know it too. They just.
All right, now we're getting to the nitty gritty here.
Yeah.
Unlike other sports, we're cutting it to the chase.
We're
here.
honest.
Well,
Right
that's
We're an honest
I
squad.
mean, I
But it's a true statement.
yeah. I mean,
it
yeah.
is.
Good, Jerry, take that over.
But and the thing we go back to, we're talking about scholarships and playing for college and stuff like that. Let me tell you, if you don't think, when I was coaching college, I would go to plays and I would recruit parents as much as I would the players. I would look at the parents and go, no, baby, nope. Oh, yeah, this is good. And Tom Izzo, one time, this kid got a technical foul, drew a line through him and say, what's that for? He goes, I don't need to recruit idiots. They'll find me. And that's it. And so when you start talking about that, if you're wanting to be recruited, it's the whole package. It's not just you could hit home runs. Because the coach in college, number one, is they will not put up with that on
we
this
talked
far
about
side.
that.
Yeah.
We talked about that a lot. I mean, these
Yeah.
two have both played college ball, so they have experience in it. But we tell girls all the time, if a coach comes to watch you and they see you yell at your teammate or throw your helmet down or whatever, like those are the things they know. They don't know just your ears. They know all of it.
I would think if they're coming to watch you, they already know you can play.
Exactly.
Right? They know you're a good
Yep.
player. They've heard about you, seen you somewhere, and now they're coming to watch you.
Yep.
It's probably the other things that they're looking at.
I always used to do, I would go and I would just watch warm-ups. You can tell a lot about a player, warm-ups.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
another public service announcement.
Well, all right. So let me ask you, as coaches, all right, you want your parents invested in their kids' lives. As far as I was always invested in my kids, I let the coaches coach, and I would just yell for the whole team on the sidelines, and I was very loud. Okay, but you want your parents. Well, how do you want to handle if there's an issue? Because issues arise all the time. It's just life. If there's an issue with that a player might have with you, or not necessarily personally, but as far as the team goes, or a parent has? How would you like to see that handled?
A lot of the things we preached last year is we want to hear from the kids first.
Yeah, okay.
They're in high school. They're close
Yeah,
to adults,
yeah.
if not already adults.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to step into the adult world soon. So, having their parents speak for them is not something that we promote.
Yeah.
So if we hear from the kids first and we can't work it out, then we'll go to the parents. The parents can come to us. But we like the initiation.
You do understand, though, that sometimes kids are intimidated, right? I mean,
yeah,
so you're
yeah.
trying to bring them
Yeah.
out of that, right?
Yes,
You want to see them be more.
I'm intimidated in life, but that doesn't mean I can shy away and make my parents do it for me.
Yeah. All right. So basically, you want if a player doesn't think they're getting enough playing time, or basically, I'll ask all of you. You'll tell them what they need to work on. Emmy,
Yeah.
I'll go to you.
We will. We had a couple girls last year come and ask us, and we just told them, like, you have to be honest with them, like, this is
Yeah.
what you need to do
Yeah.
for playing time.
And you
Yeah.
you want them to work on that. You
Mhm.
want them to get better. You want them to fight for that position. You want that competition.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want players getting comfortable like this is my spot. Or I think it's healthy for everybody, you know, involved. If you have a healthy competition, and I think it could build camaraderie, because you're going to find a spot, right? If you're a player, the coach will find a spot, and especially if your attitude is team first, me second, right? Am I right? I'm preaching
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I'm
We
preaching.
literally
Yep.
preached that at practice
Yep.
on Saturday. It was
All
our
right.
last
So
20
you
minutes
you
of
guys
practice.
cover that in your meetings
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
all that,
yeah,
right? Okay, so that's all covered. Well, let's talk about this year's team. Last year, a couple of significant things. We beat Union County twice. We haven't done that in it hasn't been that long, but a while. Okay. Went to the sectional championship, ran into a juggernaut. But what are our thoughts for this year's team, Tara?
We're pretty excited. We
Yeah.
have a lot of incoming talent. We have a lot of returning talent that gained some experience last year. So I'm excited. I think we got a lot of good things coming our way.
We did have a lot of freshmen play last year,
Yes.
and got a lot of
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
Not everybody started at the beginning, but they worked their way into the lineup. So
Right.
there's a good example of working your way into the lineup.
Yep.
And so now they're sophomores. Do you look for that jump? With girls, usually between either freshman and sophomore, junior, is kind of there's a jump that goes there as far as maturity, physicality, and that. Are you looking for that, or?
Yeah. We got a few girls that are right in the middle of that realm of the maturity and jump into the next level. But it also just depends on their work that they put in over the off season, and some of them do it, some of them don't, and it'll show. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
That's true, and there's so some of your girls like Carrie Gammon and Kenzie just came off of basketball season. They had a lot of success there. Does that translate to volleyball? Savannah, I'll ask you that. We'll get you involved in here. Their success on another team sport, does that help them out, like in softball?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, even the little, like the other side of things, the conditioning aspect of things, just keeping working, but also the leadership. They had to step up in big roles for their basketball team, and that's what we expect them to do there. Be leaders, show the younger girls what to expect. This year we've started, they go in and they can lead things. They know how we operate now. They know what's expected of them.
Do any of you, do you anticipate, and again, you don't know who your team is yet, I understand that, but you've got to look at some of them. Any anticipation as far as some freshmen potentially playing some significant time, or do you see any of that so far early? So yeah, I see all the head nod.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost a couple
you lost
positions that that need filled, so either girls are going to have to step up or those freshmen are going to take it from them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's competition, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. You're not a softie, are you, Tara?
No.
We're not going to see a birth happening in the third base coach's box, are we? Giving
No.
birth? Okay.
No.
All right. It was just making sure, be prepared, folks, all right? If you've got any medical training, you might want to
Yep.
bring it just in case we
Yep.
need it here, because if I don't know Tara that
Right.
well, but I can tell she's competitive, and nothing's getting in the way.
Well, that's, I mean, really though, when you think about it, it's really a neat thing that we do have that situation, because you're going to find out that this is going to be a big positive. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big positive for you. And because I've went down that road before in volleyball, and it's going to be a huge, huge positive. You may not think right now, but it's going to be when it comes to your team and softball and all that. Mark my word, you heard it here. Another public service announcement.
Some of the teams, you have goals. Most coaches you talk to, they go to the whiteboard, all right, whatever they use to, for a lot of like in basketball, it's conference, county tournament, which is up in the air or not happening this year, we've been told, or we don't know yet.
Not sure.
And then obviously conference and sectional. Do you guys set goals like that, or do you want to win the Tri-Eastern Conference? Obviously, that's a yes, but is that on your whiteboard? And you might not even use a whiteboard, but
Yeah, I think the goal is always state. I mean, we always want to go
okay.
to the end. But the little steps before that obviously is conference,
Okay.
sectionals. Getting past the sectional this year like we didn't last year. That's going to be the biggest step that hopefully we can take this year.
And last year, Eastern Hancock was the big team.
Oh yeah.
In that sectional, and I don't know how far they went, but they were pretty talented, and they scored a lot of runs.
Oh yeah.
Against everybody. As far as the conference goes, what are your thoughts on the conference as far as the teams that we have in the Tri-Eastern Conference?
Hagerstown's still gonna be tough.
Yeah,
they were
Hagerstown
tough.
is
Tough
tough.
last year. Yeah.
They're a tough team.
Now they've made some big steps over the last couple of years.
Yes, and they lost one kid, so
They're
they'll
really
probably be one of our, if not biggest, conference
Okay.
game.
All right.
But
Centerville will be pretty.
They have
Centerville.
some
We
lost.
freshmen.
Yep.
Centerville. Lincoln's always been pretty good, competitive. You said some teams are struggling with numbers and that type of thing, so we'll see that and try every once in a while. I don't know how they'll be, but they're. I saw a lot of your games last year, and they were competitive.
Right.
I mean, for a lot of them, they were close. But maybe we can expect more of the same. Well, hopefully the weather will get warmer.
yeah.
And the sun will shine, and the field will dry out,
Yes.
and you guys can get a ground crew. All right?
Yes.
Yeah,
If you're hiring,
We're hiring.
yes.
Hold it here.
They're hiring. The pay is probably terrible, okay? But all the benefits are tremendous, all right? And I'm going to say something. I saw these young ladies right here. They're out doing all the digging and the shoveling. Okay, guys, come on. There's 3 dads out there who can step up, and they can get that work done. Somebody come on out and do that. Line the field before the games.
Yeah.
Prepare the field for these girls. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know who you are, but I know you're out there, and I know you're probably watching right now. Would you appreciate the help?
Yes.
As far as that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't do much of that this year.
Yeah, you can't. And
See?
Yeah.
so,
I'm already telling you.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
seeing the
yeah.
light. I'm
Seeing
seeing
the
the light.
so
We are.
whoever you are, it doesn't take much to prepare the field, line the field,
No.
and then we want you 3 coaching the team, getting ready for the games. Let somebody else line the field and do it. So if you're out there, see these ladies right here, and they got a job for you. So.
Yeah.
And is there any money in it? Nah. Who
No.
cares? No money.
got a
We
few
don't
bucks.
Maybe
need
a
money.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. There you go. You get a T-shirt.
T-shirt.
maybe they'll let you ride the team bus if they go to regionals, okay?
Okay.
So
Yeah, that can
that's
work.
what they'll do.
You get to listen to all the girls singing
There
all the
you
way
go.
there and all the way back.
Well, that is a softball thing, singing in the dugout, the
Yeah.
chants and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
That is a softball thing. Well, ladies, thanks a lot. We're going to look forward to spring. Look forward to seeing some softball. We don't know when the first game is yet. That schedule is fluid right now. It always is this
Yeah.
time of year. And so good luck. We'll look forward to it. We'll get some games on our broadcast, and look forward to talking to you and all you guys and some of your players. So,
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for joining us here. We appreciate it. It's been fun. A lot of public service announcements and other things that we need to know. So this has been a fun session. So, hey, we're going to take a quick break and go to the commercial, and you're watching Knightline Live.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
In this market, finding a home you love and actually closing the deal is a cause for celebration. And it all starts with a competitive edge from First Financial Bank. We'll get you pre-qualified fast so you can get your offer in first. We even offer programs with low down payment options and reduced closing costs. Plus, our friendly local team is always here to help. A bank that's ready to help you find a home and a reason to celebrate, however you choose to. That's First.
Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
So I recommend Dr. Johnson all the time over the years. Many people have come to Dr. Johnson for my recommendations. And if people live 50 miles away and they tell us they have this problem and they're going to have an operation, we say, no, go see our chiropractor, Dr. Johnson.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Are you being bugged about your floral needs? The Leaning Lily, 927 South 9th, is a full-service florist with lots of great gift ideas like wind chimes, potted plants, hanging baskets, teddy bears, and much, much more. Convenient delivery available to residential, the hospital, and local funeral homes. The Leaning Lily has bouquets to say, I love you, to weddings to say, I do. The Leaning Lily, we have you covered. Martin's Country Mart, US 27 Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle, maybe a fountain drink at Martin's Country Mart. We also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu covering lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City. Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. And Rick, a little wrestling going on. Heather Crawl makes it to the state finals again. I think it's twice in her 4 years.
Three out of 4 years.
3 out of 4 years.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 years. She's never made it to the podium, but I'll tell you what, great accomplishments. When you start moving up in the tournament, the competition's going to be stiffer. And that's just the nature of the beast. And when you get to Gamebridge Fieldhouse, which is where the wrestling finals were this year, there's good competition there. So Heather lost her match, her first match, but I'll tell you, Jerry, she has had some great accomplishments. I mean, I don't know if I'm going out on a limb. Probably, at least in my recent memory, one of the best, most accomplished athletes of any sport here at Northeastern.
Yeah.
And, we've had some good players come through, but probably one of the most accomplished, singular athletes. So congratulations to Heather. I don't want to dismiss the other seniors because there's a lot of seniors who had good careers. But we did put together a little video here, celebrating Heather's accomplishments, and I want to go ahead and run that right now. So go ahead, Josh, and run that video.
All right, here we got Heather Crawl, Jeff. All right, here we go.
There's Heather. Nice little, that's right to the back.
Counting, the ref's counting.
She's going nowhere, that's it.
That was quick. 18 seconds of the first round. Heather Crawl is your sectional champion. And you know what? People around here appreciate it. She gets a nice round of applause. She's a great story, Jeff. Really, she is.
She is a great story. Wrestling fans are different.
First round, Jeff, is you lose and you go home. Is that right?
That is correct. You have to win this first round match to qualify for the semi-state at Newcastle next week.
All right, what do we got going on with Heather here?
Well, the Milan kid was in on her on a single leg, but he really was a little out of position, and you cannot do that with Heather. Heather is technically sound. She got a wing in, and that's
there's
the end of
the
that.
pin right there. All right. Okay, so we're going to...
Involved in wrestling as long as I've known him. That's how I met him. I coached against him. I'll gladly tell him have him tell you all who won all those matches.
Oh, there we go.
Heather with another takedown. And going to let him go again. So we have a 6-2 score.
Oh, look at that. Another takedown. Well, it looks like Heather's just putting up the points right now, Jeff.
Yeah, the skill level here is a little bit mismatched.
So she's up 12-4 here. We still have 40
And,
seconds.
You know,
And
there's
there's
the
the ball right there. So Heather Kroll is your sectional champion once again. And she'll move on as the number 1 seed. Oh, Heather's hanging on.
She's doing a good job. She got him back to the mat. She's looking to get some kind of a hold in where she can get some leverage and get him over on his back. She's looking for the turn.
Oh, look at that. All
there
right.
it is. Nice little change of direction. Okay, you can't teach that.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Heather Kroll, she is your regional champion.
She is. You can't teach that. That was that's what we call scramble wrestling. Stay in good position, take advantage.
Welcome back to Knightline Live. And Rick, Heather has, amassed a lot of accolades and records and so forth.
Funny you should mention that, Jerry. Let me just go over some of the things that she's accomplished in her high school years, okay? Her career record was 181-11.
Wow.
All right. In her senior year, she was 44-1. She's a 3-time Spartan Classic Championship, a big meet down in Connersville.
That's big.
Okay. 4-time Tri-Eastern Conference champion, 4-time sectional champion, 3-time regional champion. She qualified for the state finals 3 times. She's a 2-time 1A and 2A state champion, folk style nationals champion, 2 times Fargo champion, 4-time Fargo All-American. Okay, for those of you who know what those are, I'll refer you to her dad Todd, and he can tell you what those are. Outstanding wrestler world team trials, 2-time Central Regional champion, world team member in 2023, 2-time freestyle nationals champion, 17U World's Bronze Medalist, 23U Pan Am Bronze Medalist, Academic All-American, Junior Academic All-American, 3-time MVP for high school wrestling, school's all-time win leader, 181 wins, and 4-year team captain of the wrestling team. Well done, Heather. Good luck in the future. I think there's wrestling in her future, Jerry.
I think so. And when we find out where she's going, we'll pass that along.
Yeah, we'll definitely know.
She's getting some offers and so forth. Well, I tell you what, we need to take a quick break.
One more break.
Come back, and we got some boys basketball as they win again. So you're watching Knightline Live.
Your school helps shape the person you become, opening your mind to new ideas and belonging to a community. Whether it's earning an advanced degree, joining the FFA, pushing your health and wellness, playing in the band, or playing on the field. It's a safe place where everyone knows your name, and a kid can be a kid. The halls of today filled with the leaders of tomorrow. Northeastern.
You've had a hard day at work, and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits. The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scaretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scaretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scaretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called timeout because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, here's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app and curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. Well, boys basketball. All I can say about boys basketball is that the juggernaut just keeps on running.
Yeah, they played Winchester. This is their last conference game. They've already had the conference wrapped up, all right? They were going to win the conference, but you want to win them all.
Yeah.
And the guys came out. It was a grinder of a game, okay? Preview of coming attractions in my estimation. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the Knights, led by Sam White. Sam had a great game. The Knights in the 4th quarter kind of pulled away, and they won by 10 plus. I'm not sure. So they are 8-0. They finished the season 8-0 in the conference. They're 20-1-1 right now, I believe. They've won a lot of games. And so really, Jerry, been a great year for basketball overall around here. And now it's the guys' turn to see how far they can go. They do have one more game, Friday night, the traditional last game of the year that we've been playing with Connorsville. We'll have that Friday night. We'll be on the Knights broadcasting. But we like to do our player of the game. Who else but Big Sam White, who's had a great year.
A great year.
And they're going to need him, all right? If they're going to go, deep into the state tournament, they're going to need Sam to be at his best. So let's go to that, Josh, and see our Subway player of the game, Sam White.
With me right now is the Subway player of the game and three-point shooter expert, Sam White. Sam, I was supposed to ask you about that three-point shot last week. I missed it.
I didn't want to end off not hitting a 3 in my career, so I got the opening and just let it fly.
Well, I wouldn't even hear him for a boom baby for it.
Oh, come on.
Well, maybe we can dub it in.
Hey, we'll get another one. We'll get another one.
All right, we'll get
Senior
you
night.
going. Senior night. Hey, you're an absolute animal tonight.
Thank you.
An animal on rebounding. I mean, you took away probably 3 or 4 balls that I thought that Winchester rebounders had. You just jerked away, put it back up and in for 2. Some great feeds coming into you for some nice shots from Payne and Scaretti.
Yeah.
Just like a double-double night again. And, what's up with that?
Rebounding has kind of been my role all throughout high school. This year I've started to develop, started to score a little bit more, and that's just what I've been putting together this year is a mix of scoring and rebounding. And a lot of my scoring actually comes from rebounding. So,
well, yeah, and tonight offensively, just on those feed passes and the putbacks, it was a great night for you.
Yeah.
So
all my guards, thank you for all the great passes. Probably had like 8 or 10 just off of assists tonight. So,
well, let's talk about something else. Let me see. What is it? 8-0 in the TC. Win it outright.
Outright.
Go 21-1 on the season now with Connersville coming up next Friday, which is always a great game.
Yeah.
So, conference championship. That's pretty cool senior
Feels
year.
nice. We let it go last year, lost to Centerville and Winchester, and we got the chance to get them both back this year. So, we're happy, but we're not satisfied.
Never satisfied. Always hungry. And speaking of hungry, Subway, eat fresh. Hey, Sam, thanks for joining us tonight. And if we don't see you again on the Subway Player of the Game show, you've had a fantastic year. It's been fun watching you, and love the way you work and your ethic that you work hard. So
thank you.
Congratulations with that. Hey, this has been the Subway Player of the Game.
Welcome back. Sam is he's a fun interview too.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
He is.
Very personable, very likable.
And he's good at broadcasting.
Yeah, he's good at broadcasting.
He's done a couple
too.
of girls' games with us this year,
Yeah.
and he was great. So, hey, Sam, if that basketball thing doesn't work out, you can always be a broadcaster. So
That's right.
But really, couldn't be happier for the young man.
Yeah.
He's a nice young man, okay? And when good young men do good things, it's good. And I think the whole team is in my what I've seen, because you were around quite a bit. Really, I think they're selfless.
Yeah.
They don't care who gets the credit, and hopefully that'll take them to the next level. And by the way, Jerry, sectionals are next week. It's hard to believe that.
Next Tuesday, the night start off with Hagerstown, first game.
Game 1. They'll be there Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. And in the second game that night will be Centerville and Union County. This game, and I think you and I talked off the air, this sectional, the games in this sectional all have potential to be like Friday night's game.
Yes.
A grinder. Nobody's running away with anything. Okay? Things decided in the fourth quarter. So you really got to come out and you got to play. You got to be on your A game. You can't give it up in the first half and expect to, come back in the second half. So we'll probably talk more next week.
Yep, Monday.
Next Monday about the sectional and break down the matchups. But I think it's going to be if you have no horse in the race, and I think this is a place you want to be to watch these games, because you're going to see some good games.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that's a wrap for another show.
And you made it through the show.
I made it.
Playing
barely.
hurt.
Well, for Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton, and for Executive Producer